There's no doubt that everything is on my Instagram is going to be taken down soon because it already was, as you can see in my previous video, unless that video gets taken down. But I highly doubt it since I'm not a popular YouTuber or anything. But this is a bit more of a, I guess, formal or revised video on my issues with pedophilia. I guess I'm gonna say. Uh, First, um, let's just watch this video. I'm gonna go through the evidence and then explain. So explain again why you wanted to go down with this at 8 p.m.
Why did you want to have sex with a 15-year-old?
Okay, but you saw how I said it doesn't matter. Now,
What doesn't matter?
That I would have sex with her or not, but
it does matter.
You sent her a picture of your penis.
You sent her a picture
saying that you're gonna fuck her life up with your dick. So, I'll see if I posted, that exact quote here. Pretty sure I did. I think I accidentally posted the two of the same screenshots, something. But I just basically did it fast because I know Instagram's gonna take it down, and I wanted to be able to put it on here instead of connecting my phone and go through all the editing. But basically, so in the videos you saw, I was the one recording. My friend was helping me, making sure Brandon doesn't escape or something like that were to happen. And upon us questioning him, he admitted to basically sending a dick pic. And from what he said, that it doesn't matter. He pretty sure he did say that, but everything that he's going on about in the chat kind of disproves it. Let's just take a look here. So right here you can see this is him. I know this is the victim right here, me, and this is Mr. Francken. I'm down, but you know I'm 15 and I'll be 18 soon though. And then Brandon says, what are you looking for in the long run? Okay. Next image. Just know I'm gonna fuck your shit up. Next image. Here's his Instagram, not Instagram, his Snapchat, the name she gave him, and his username. Here's my Snapchat with him. I have him and his friend Desmond blocked, who I'm pretty sure both robbed a pizza man, from what I heard on the street, and that's why Desmond's not incarcerated. Maybe incarcerated. I don't know if that's the right terminology, but Desmond's in trouble because of that. And you can see username's still the same. Here's him sending his dick pic to the young lady who is 15. Dude, I'm shaking right now. I'm actually shaking. I've been friends with this guy for so long. This is her sending me all the information. I think I have this screenshot showed. I'm actually just shaking from it. I've been friends with him for a long time. And then one time he tried getting with this young girl who I worked with at McDonald's, and he worked there too. That didn't work out. She said no. And he was I want to say 18 to 19 at the time. No, I don't even think he was 18. I'm pretty sure he was 19 to 20. She said no. Then he went for her younger sister, who was 15 at the time. She said no, and both times he claimed he was drunk. I gave him the benefit of the doubt. I said, okay, he's drunk, whatever, he's not thinking right, whatever. Then he goes for the little sister of the first victim's friend. So it goes victim and the original person's little sister, and then the little sister's friend, who we found off of Instagram. Alright? And this is the whole right here. It's just a reshown. Or right here. This is her taking a picture of the phone, sending that to me, and this is her sending it to me. This is me being completely blunt. Like, we need more concrete evidence than just that. So, right here. This is him basically being insecure about his dick to the young lady. Over here we have, not with the, this is basically the fallout of me sharing all this information publicly, because the police did nothing about it, so I decided to go public with this information. This is the people who, these are just goals who sent me messages about their experience with Brandon. This is just a little bit of them. I don't have them all saved because, dumb me, I didn't screenshot it. I didn't think there would be a fallout. I didn't think the police would do it. All I did say on Facebook was, Brandon's a pedophile, we got him. And with the meme, we got him. And women were sending me all these images. I believe this young lady here is a 16-year-old model. I believe that's from what I've gotten from a Snapchat story, because she added me, sent this, and I've seen her story. This is Brandon's ex girlfriend that he cheated on, telling me that Brandon still makes new accounts and keeps messaging her. This right here is a young lady showing me Brandon is in not in multiple, but is in fact in group chats with younger people, and no doubt probably got them to try to message them stuff. Right here we're back to the 16-year-old model, which is all the way in the first image. Right here. I should have taken another screenshot to show you the top part that she did send me this, but I'll show it on camera instead. I'm gonna burp, excuse me. This was her showing me when he did it, and then, yeah. My personal experience with Brandon's pedophilia was, the first I told you. I was, quote unquote, his lawyer, his social lawyer, I'll say, and trying to explain to people that it was just a mistake and whatever, and I regret it heavily because the actions kept continuing. This has been a reoccurring experience. Not only did Brandon try getting with kids, there have been multiple stories of Brandon trying to drug up women, try to get them to drink alcohol, get them blackout drunk, to have sex with them, and these are all stories, by the way, what I'm saying. But the evidence of Brandon's nature and how I've seen him act and what he says just kind of reinforces it and makes me believe that this is true. I know Brandon does have access to these type of drugs. I remember a young lady telling me that he kept trying to pressure her into drinking water on Facebook. It was a Facebook message because I found out she was dating him, and then I went to message her saying, hey, I just want to let you know that this is Brandon's background, and you should just be careful. And she told me that she already broke up with Brandon, seeing a lot of red flags, and how he kept trying to pressure her into drinking a cup of water, and she just got bad vibes and left. I've been on multiple. I've driven Brandon around. I guess I'll say I've been on deals, because I have driven Brandon all the way to Green Bay, to New London, to everywhere for him to pick up his illegal drugs. So I guess, yes, I'm accomplice in that crime. But at the time, I was not aware that it was drugs. I thought he was just going to meet a friend, and then he would come back to the car, he would show me the drugs, and then I'll be like, what the fuck, what? And then, he was my friend at the time. So I was thinking, like, this is so stupid, you're a fucking idiot. Fine, I'll just drive you home and I'm done. And it happened at most 4 times until I finally said, alright, I'm just done driving you. You're gonna have to find someone else. Yeah, he's been known to steal. I've been hearing stuff around town. Not hearing, I've heard stuff, and even defended him to people saying Brandon wouldn't steal. I can't see Brandon stealing something like that. And he goes and steals things from people. He's just a piece of shit. He's a piece of shit pedophile that I do not care for anymore. Let me do my ghetto editing right here. Let me bring up the images I was talking about. Please do not tell me that. Alright, here. Here's the 16-year-old sending me the information. That's what it's gonna show. Like, I don't usually, I'm not the type of person to, like just blot out, just read a news headline and then just say, oh, it's true, blah, 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 it's true. I'm the type of person to actually, like, look into the facts. Like, look at me. I got nothing better to do except just read shit and research shit and to investigate shit. What am I gonna do? Fucking sit at home and play Fortnite all day? No, I'm like, it's just sad that we came to the police with all this evidence, and the only thing Brandon is being charged with is this, just battery, assault. Not battery, I think it's just assault. The reason why this makes me so upset is because I wonder how weird this looks. The reason why this makes me so upset is because my uncle, who is Latino, he broke up with his girlfriend right like a week before he turned 18, and she was 17, and he was afraid of the law and being marked as a pedophile and stuff. And yeah, he did drugs and stuff, but his girlfriend was crazy and said, I'm gonna call the police on you if you break up with me, and gonna tell them all about your drugs and stuff. And he breaks up with her still because he doesn't want to be a pedophile. Even though it was Romeo and Juliet laws, I'm pretty sure those apply. I'm not sure, but from what I've seen, that they would apply because of the age. But yeah, so she calls the police on him for dealing drugs. All she said in the call was she was his girlfriend. Never said it again. He even denied that they were together when they came, and the state charged him for being a sexual predator, basically. Yeah. And he was 18 at the time. Brandon right here is 21, with a lot of clear evidence and a lot of people saying he's doing this to women. He's attacking women. This is the first time we actually have evidence from this brave young lady. And what happens to the brave young lady? Her parents victim shame her, and they say it's her fault. And when it was Brandon who came to her, Brandon scouring the internet for people. And yeah, I guess, I don't know what I'll say. I guess you could say, like, oh, he was drunk, it doesn't matter. But no, it does matter. It honestly does. Seriously does matter. Let me do my comb over for a second. But it does matter. Alright? A sober man's thoughts are a drunk person's words. I believe that's how the saying goes. So a drunk person's words is a sober man's thoughts. Brandon should not be allowed to drink then. The least that should happen is Brandon should not be allowed to drink if every time he gets drunk he's gonna continue going for underage girls. Because I didn't even count the 16-year-old that messaged me, but counting the 16-year-old, this is the 5th minor Brandon has tried to get with in the past 2 years. And I don't know. I'm not Judge, Jury, and Executioner, but if I was, I would say, yeah, he's a pedophile. And the fact that it took some kid that the little girl did not know, this 20-year-old me, the fact that it took me and not her parents to finally put an end to this is it's kind of sad. Like, like, I don't know. I get a message one day from my friend who is 17 right now, just turned 17, who was the victim, who is the sister of the first person I was talking about, the first person Brandon tried getting with at McDonald's, and the and she just messaged me saying, "Hey, we have a problem. Message me ASAP. It's important." And I'm just like, "What's going on?" And right here, if I can, there you go. She tells me to go to message this girl, which is her friend. Is my cursor right here? It's hard to see it. Message her friend, which is this victim right here, giving me the evidence, and saying that Brandon is trying to hook up with her, and she needs help. And at first, the 15-year-old was being reluctant. Excuse me. She's being reluctant, saying, "No, no, it's okay. I have this under control." And she just didn't understand the severity of the situation and how dangerous Brandon is. Brandon was living in his old roommate's. This is the beginning right here. This image right here. This is the very start of it. This is the first thing I said. We're gonna need a bit more concrete evidence. Like, if you see weird shit like it, like, send it ASAP so we can go Chris Hansen on his ass. Like then I said, "Never mind. You seem smart and know what you're doing. I trust you." And because I don't know, maybe I just didn't want to push it, whatever. It's just, I didn't want her to feel manipulated. I didn't want her to feel like I was forcing her to do anything. But yeah, it's just sad that it took me and not her own parents. Throughout the whole conversation, I should have, let me check right now if I do have, if she's still here, because her parents made her block me, because her parents are controlling, and she now, I believe, is having a flip phone, something like that. She kept telling to me multiple times that her parents, oh yeah, this is just, it's me telling her, like, "Hey, your life's not gonna be ruined. Don't worry." Right at, let me, yeah, a second. Let me bring this up. Right, let me make sure she's not. I'm gonna screenshot this quick, and then do some Snapchat editing so I can, like, hold the phone up without worrying. I'm pretty sure I'll fix it in editing. 1 second, I'm just putting a thing over it. Alright. So, look at this. She sent me the image, and I say, this is right here where she's telling me, "Well, parents are crazy. They're crazy. They're gonna be mad at her or something." Alright? This is where I'm just trying to tell her, "Hey, listen, you don't gotta worry, everything's gonna be fine, alright? If anything, they're gonna be proud of you, okay?" Like, I don't know. It's just sad that it took someone like me, someone she doesn't know, that she had to go to her friends instead of her parents about this. That's what makes all this pretty sad. That's all I have to say. If you live in the Appleton area, Appleton, Neenah, Kimberly, Kaukauna, maybe even all the way to Batavia, don't trust Brandon Francken. Just don't. Like, this isn't because of some personal thing or some crazy conspiracy. This is real. This is the evidence. I don't like pedophiles, and the fact that a pedophile got away makes me really upset and mad that I trusted the justice system and they did nothing. I brought up my uncle's story because right now I'm getting ideas that the justice system actually is racist, and they're letting this young white man, get away scot-free with this, while a young Latino, I'm gonna say boy because he was 18 at the time, a young Latino teen is, because of, like, you get what I mean, okay? Just getting racist vibes. I usually didn't think the government was racist, but I'm starting to get this vibe, and it's just sad. It's just really, really sad. Now, before you even say, oh, we're just doing this to make money, something like that, I don't know how to make money on YouTube, bro. This is the only way I know how to get this message out, to actually warn people about a monster like him. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being an incel right now or some shit, but one thing I know I'm gonna do is shave this fucking mustache. Thought it looked funny, but now I'm just looking at it in the screen and it just looks weird. It's not even funny. Brandon Andrew Francken, currently 21 of 7/25/2020. Month ago, when all this went down, I'm assuming maybe 2.5 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. Escaped pedophilia charges because of something. I don't know why. I'm gonna be going to the police station soon to figure out why and see what I did wrong, and basically gonna see if it was it not. Is it because I didn't have enough evidence? Is it because he actually didn't like touch kids, which is kind of a dumb argument to say, because, like, let's say a kid is gonna be going to grab a cookie from the cookie jar, right? And you see him reaching his hand out, seeing his mouth drooling, seeing that he's walking towards the cookie jar to grab a cookie from it. Do I have to wait until the kid opens the jar and take the cookie out to fully know that the kid is trying to grab the cookie? Or do I gotta enough evidence of him walking to it to infer, walking to it, seeing that he wants a cookie? Maybe even earlier I heard him talking about how he wanted a cookie. I don't know. I don't know. I'm getting a headache right now. Maybe it's because of this hat, but I just want to know what I did wrong in this situation at this point right now. Before, I was mad about Brandon getting away without the charges, okay? But at this very point right now, I'm just like, what did I do wrong? How do I next time I see this happening again, next time I see this pedophile coming onto a kid, again, not this specific one, but a different one, alright? Because I'm only 20. God fucking knows I'm probably gonna meet more pedophiles later on in life. But I want to know what to do next time. Do I do what I did now? Get the evidence from the chat logs, go to the police? Do I just not even bother getting the evidence? Do I just call the police? Do I wait until the pedophile's in bed with the child and then call the police? Because in this situation, Brandon was trying to have a young lady come to his house at 8 p.m. and it's getting a pretty long video, but I'll look for it while I'm talking. I know we printed it out and gave it to the police, but we printed out her giving the lady giving giving me the address of where Brandon lives, which wouldn't make sense. How would she know where? Right here. I'll just zoom in. He doesn't live here anymore, by the way. But this is when I just turned it to 24-hour chat. She gave him the address, and she gave me the address. How would she know that? Like, I just don't understand. How would she know where he lives if he wasn't planning on doing something? He sent her a dick pic. Sent her a lot of messages. And I'm gonna screenshot this, and then I'm gonna do my Snapchat editing quick for you. I'm almost done, I'm sorry. This is right after we got all the evidence, and telling the lady we're gonna go to the police now. So that's why I sent the meme, but well, this is our friend, I mean, not her. I'm sorry. But her friend's traumatized from the situation, so I can only imagine. But yeah, all I have to say is Brandon does not live there anymore. He got kicked out. His roommate left his ex-roommate, I should say, which was his, I don't know, basically, Brandon was, the story is, which I know of, I'll give you my experience with Brandon's pedophilia too. What I know is Brandon was living with his roommate. I hooked him and my friend up because they were both homeless. Well, they were about to both be homeless. So I said, yo, you guys need a place? You can just chill out together. And yeah, Brandon owned the apartment at the time, and then my friend moved in with him so they could both pay for rent. After, like, I think a year, or maybe like 8 months, something like that, they just lived there for a while. Brandon was trying to move out and live somewhere else, and with his friend Blaine, who I think I'll get to it, with Blaine. And what Brandon did was he left the apartment with my friend's rent money, jewelry, and other stuff. I'm pretty sure it was like vape, but I think it was vape. Not gonna say 100% sure. There's some vape stuff that was taken, but I know for sure it was jewelry, TV, and rent money. And Steven was messaging me, freaking out, like, yo, dude, you can't, what's going on? Brandon's, like, just doing this shit. And I'm like, what? So I go message the roommate, who he was living with. And I was like, yo, what's going on? And he was telling me, yo, Brandon just up and left, no idea. What makes me mad is, literally 2 days before that, me and my friend, we talked to Brandon in his room, like, saying, yo, you're gonna leave, like, your roommate and stuff, but can you, like, do you know he's gonna be okay? He's gonna be fine? And Brandon was like, yeah, don't worry about it. I even have next month's paid. I have next month's rent paid and stuff. And then he didn't. He didn't have next month's rent paid. He stole rent money, and he just left. And at the time, yes, his roommate was jobless. He was in the process of finding a job, and even though he was jobless, he was still having money for rent. When he couldn't pay for rent, he was giving Brandon things that Brandon agreed, yeah, this is fine enough. This is alright. I'm fine with this. And this makes up rent, yeah. And yeah. After that, Brandon was in a relationship and with someone and somewhere in Appleton with his friend Blaine. And then I think Brandon lost his girlfriend, lost his job, and which I can only assume is because of drugs, because the whole time Brandon was always smoking. He was always doing shit. And it's funny because when we caught him, when he came in drunk from his car, when he doesn't have a license with expired license plate, he said, okay, well, I'll comply. I'll go to the police. And he pulls out a bag of weed, some money, his phone. So, I don't know. I thought that was funny. But, yeah. So he was basically crawling back to his old roommate. He goes to his old roommate, asks to stay for 2 weeks. Turns out being a couple months because he still didn't have a job. All he was doing was partying and stuff. And yeah, it's just sad. When I first saw him, I was mad about him about rent money, and I didn't even talk to him. I saw him. It looked like he just got done crying. He was depressed that he got kicked out and he lost his girlfriend and all that stuff. And it's just sad it came to this. He was literally in his old roommate's apartment on a doggy mat, sleeping, playing video games, partying, trying to have sex with minors. That's the reality, the sad truth and reality to it. It's probably hard to take all this seriously with my lisp, but I don't care. I'm gonna say the truth. I'm gonna say what I know. And what I do know is when I was working at McDonald's and going to college for fire protection, I sadly did drop out because I was too sick. I was having a GI problem, and it turns out that I just found out it's because I was eating too much greasy food, or something like that. The grease just there's acid erosion and something like that. So, I was living a busy schedule of work, school, and excuse me, and I was driving in a roundabout, and someone came and hit me. They were speeding, and so my car was basically broken. So the car was in the shop for 2 weeks, and I had to basically sleep either at the dorms and take a bus all the way to Kakana, which is like a 24-minute drive there, and with a bus I would probably have to like leave the last bit of my class, because it's literally go to class, then go to work. And so I decided to put work instead of my classes first. And so I emailed my teachers saying, hey, this is the situation, what's going on. And luckily they were all cool with it. They were all chill with it. They just gave me some stuff to study, and it's about it. And so I thought money was more important. So, and since Brandon, he lived close to my job, which was like 4 blocks, maybe 6. No, that's less. It's like 7 blocks away. I was like, all right, I'll just sleep there, wake up, trek across town, walk all day, come back until my car is fixed. for 2 weeks. Took 2 weeks for my car to be fixed. And so during that time time period, I saw this young lady who came in, smaller than my girlfriend at the time. It's complicated right now, but my girlfriend's like 5 foot. She's like about good 10 inches under me, something like that. And this girl who walked in is literally shorter than my girlfriend, and I was just like, what the fuck? What is she doing here? And she had like glasses. Her hair was really thin. She had braces on, and she looked like she was just wearing kids' clothes or something like that. And so she walks in. She sees me, his roommate, my girlfriend. That's how I know she was shorter than my girlfriend, because I told her to go grab something from across the room. So they like crossed paths, and there's skinny blonde hair, by the way. So they crossed paths, and I could literally see the height difference. And she goes in Brandon's room. About 10 minutes pass, the TV gets louder, and then about another 10 minutes passed, she leaves. And right before she leaves, I asked her, hey, how old are you? And she doesn't say anything and just leaves. And so that's when I got really suspicious. I was like, what? And so I go to Brandon. I'm like, hey, did you guys do anything in here? And Brandon was like, oh yeah, we did stuff. And I was just like, how old is she? And then he just kind of stuttered and was like, she's 18. And I was just like, whatever, you're my homie, whatever. I'll just give you the benefit of the doubt. And I should have trusted my gut. I really should have. I should have walked after her. I should have tried stopping her. I should have tried figuring out all this stuff, but I didn't. I really wish I did. And that's probably what's wrong with society. I was part of the problem. I was part of the problem, and now I want to fix that problem. That was my experience with Brandon being a pedophile. I know it was pretty long, and a lot of it was just me giving backstory on why I was there, but felt it was necessary to show why I was sleeping there for 2 weeks, to explain how I could see it. When we were leaving the scene, me and my 2 friends, after Brandon got arrested, the landlord was telling us that yeah, the dude always brought in young girls. They looked really young, and when he lived alone, there was always young women coming in and out of his apartment. And I don't know, he paid rent, so I didn't really question it. And I don't know, maybe most of them were 18 and up, but I am pretty damn sure that at least 20% of them were young girls. And I'm gonna be going in circles, but I'm done here, saying it's just sad that this is the outcome. Can't wait for YouTube to take down my 40-minute video, and just like how Instagram's gonna take down all my shit soon, because I guess people like pedophiles nowadays. Alright, that's my rant, I'm done.